I saw a video the other day that is probably one of the most powerful and important videos I've seen in a long while. I'm going to show you just a tiny bit of it. I think it's close to 5 minutes. I really encourage you to go follow Erica and watch the whole video.
That revolution that you're looking for starts at the party. That revolution that you're looking for starts at the party. That revolution, you know, that MCU Avengers standing back to back in a circle in the middle of New York looking around, all fucking cool. If you want that, you gotta go to the party. You don't like me. We don't like each other. How are we going to like each other when we never danced together? We ain't smoked weed together. We ain't been drunk arguing. You're in the house. You need to be out here focused on the moment with people. If I party with you on Saturday and we stay out long enough to the point where it rolls over into Sunday, I'm going to be regretful about the fact that I got to go back to work on Monday. So it would make sense if I'm looking forward to a meeting with the same people I party with on Tuesday. So we could take action on Friday and party again on Saturday. That's how you keep people together. You're in a house trying to resist. You need the party, you need hip hop, if you ask me. And we need punk. We need a multitude of our treasured art forms, and not just musical. I mean, hip hop culture. I mean, punk culture. I mean, like, whatever it is. Because the fascists can't dance. The fascists don't like our music. They don't like music. They don't like art. They don't like fashion. They don't like nothing. They don't like themselves. So whatever they are, you got to be the polar opposite. You need to party. Come outside. Come dance. Come laugh. You need to party. That's the only way we gonna get through this. That's the only way we're gonna make this. That's the missing piece that I see in every conversation. People are like, people aren't organizing. No, they're not organizing because you're boring.
Yeah, please go watch the whole video. It's so good. After April 5th hands off and after the first No Kings Day protest, by the way, the second one coming up on October 18th, there were a bunch of people on social media who were like, you guys were out with streamers and bubbles and dressed up and you brought your kids and you were having fun. That's not a real protest. And at the time, I got so mad at those people because I was like, do you not understand? People need something to feel joyful about. People need something that is a morale boost, but also people need to feel welcomed and included and to have resistance nourish them as much as they are giving of themselves to the resistance movement. Why are you being such a fucking stick in the mud telling people that what? They can't have marching bands, they can't wear tutus, and they can't, dress their dogs up. They can't have a smile on their face and be glad to be in solidarity with millions of other people. They're not allowed to have that boost in their morale. They're not allowed to feel good about resisting. Yeah, I got so mad at those people because I was like, what are you doing? I know that there's a lot of us on the left who really think that anything we do to stand up against the system, anything we do to organize, has to be a sacrifice and that we're morally better if we're suffering. I really think that's a holdover from evangelical culture, right? That's some of that evangelical worldview that so many people on the left bring with them, that suffering is good. The pro-democracy resistance movement is not a self-flagellation movement, y'all. It is a movement that should be rooted in joy. And I so appreciated what Erica had to say here about how we need to party. We need to party with each other. We need to learn how to enjoy each other's company, connect with each other on a social level. I know that the stakes are really high and this is really serious work, but this is also a time that we're living in and we have to be in community with other people. And community should not be a slog. There should be an element of joy and connection. We are made for connection with other people. I so appreciated this framing of if you're partying with somebody on the weekend and you just loved being with them and then you're like, oh shit, I got to go to work on Monday. The thing that keeps you going and moving forward is hey, I get to see those friends again at Tuesday night at the community organizing event. And then, hey, we get to hang out and party again on Friday. Joy, connection, socialization, for lack of a better word, I'll use the Christianese, fellowshipping with each other, partying, letting loose, being able to enjoy being a human being in community with other people, especially in this really difficult time. I completely agree. The resistance movement is missing that in a lot of places. A lot of us are no fun to be around. A lot of it feels really too serious. The tension is too high. The joy is missing. We have to learn how to rekindle that. We have to learn how to have joy in our resistance. And also, I know that the pandemic really did a number on our ability to connect with other people and have community. It really did a number on our local connections right where we live. And we've got to learn to reconnect. We've got to learn how to hang out with each other. We've also got to learn how to not judge other people that are engaging in resistance that's joyful. If you have an image in your head that like protests have to be smashing shit and like angry people screaming at the cops, then I really want to ask you to spend some time and reframe. Spend some time looking at resistance movements throughout history and how much joy is connected to the work of resistance. My youngest son and I have been talking a lot about Nelson Mandela and him and de Klerk's Nobel Peace Prize. That conversation started because Donald Trump thinks that he deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. And we were talking about what actually earns you a Nobel Peace, what is worthy work that results in receiving a Nobel Peace Prize. So then it launched into this greater conversation because he's read quite a bit about apartheid South Africa. And I was like, one of the reasons that I love the music of Ladysmith Black Mambazo so much is because there is this element of joyful resistance against oppression, against the apartheid state. Ladysmith has this song, Music Knows No Boundaries. And when I was watching Erica's video, I was thinking about that song. And they also have this song show at the end. The lyrics are long way, long walk to freedom. And it's so joyful. We know what it took for South Africa to get free of apartheid. That commitment to music and culture and joy, I think, is so important. And when Erica was talking about how like the fascists don't like us, but they don't like themselves, they don't like music, they don't like culture, they don't like art. And so we have to embrace our authenticity. We have to embrace culture and music and our true selves. We have to love ourselves and love our neighbor and form community and learn how to party with each other. I think that's it right there. We've got to have that missing piece. So what does that look like for you where you live? What does it look like to party with other people, to connect with joy and art and music and culture and community in order to have effective resistance?